It's questions and answers with your boy Shawn Sav. We here at Ankle Studios right now. Let's get to it.
What was the hardest thing you had to write about and rap about?
Struggle and death.
And what about the struggle made you go to the pen?
I think writing, that's my coping mechanism. It always has been ever since I was a youngin'. I was always taught to, if you feeling a way about something, you put it on paper. And now that we got phones, I put it in my notes.
And then on the other tip, death, did you lose anybody?
Yeah, last year, my final grandparent, my grandfather, he passed away. Really hit home for me because I couldn't make that funeral in Jamaica. And in December, I had, somebody really close to me when I was younger. One of the first engineers, excuse me, that I had when I started music. My boy Seneca, he passed away last month. But over the past 10 years, I'd say at least 10 to 15 people that, you know, at some point I was really close to and they ended up passing away.
How do you handle creative blocks?
I think that's contingent of my mood. Depending on the mood that I'm in is what type of song I create. But there's also other variables where I could just come into the studio and, if we hear something, something just pops up in your mind. From people that do music, they understand what I mean. But I think, like I said, it's real. The biggest thing is depends on my mood.
Which song from the album feels most personal to you?
Um, Damn, that's tough because I think I constructed this album to be personal from beginning to end. But if we had to pick a specific track, I'm like torn between three. Could be four. Two. Mm, Two tracks. I say Deep Thoughts and Made Men. Those would be the two.
What moment in your life do you think inspired the album the most?
Last year, when I didn't have my car for like 6 months, I think that tested my will because, I don't work locally. I got to drive to work. So for me to get to work, I had to get on the train. It was almost a 3 hour drive one way every day. And that made me realize like I had to, get back on my feet. But in that time, there was a lot of writing and a lot of music creation throughout that process of me traveling from home to work.
What message do you hope listeners take away from your album?
Um, Pain don't last forever. It's temporary. No matter what you correlate that to, whether it be the gym, whether it be something you're going through. If you're going through something, it's just not gonna last forever. So you have to withstand the storm and persevere. I think, if there's anything I want people to understand the word perseverance. Shit is gonna be fucked up, but as I said, that's not the forever.
Uh, had to take a minute.